Hey everyone, good morning. Mayde Gomez here at Sacramento Police Headquarters. I wanted to come out here, talk to the public information officer regarding the case we've been following all morning, the sexual assault and attempted rape that happened at Suiters Landing Regional Park. So wanted to come out here. We shared the information with you earlier today. You saw what the suspect looked like. There's video. So I just wanted to come out here and get the latest. And for those of you who may not know what's going on, kind of update you on what we've been following. So Vance, thank you for taking the time. Can you tell us where the case stands right now?
The investigation remains active. Our detectives responded out yesterday after learning about both incidents, and our detectives, along with crime scene investigators, they have taken over the investigation. And one of the things that our detectives and crime scene investigators wanted to do was, last night it was dark out there, so we maintained the scene, and then this morning they processed the scene once there was daylight.
So going back, for those of you guys who may not know exactly what is going on, can we go back? Can you give us some of the details as to what this investigation is all about? What happened yesterday?
So what we know is shortly after 6:30 yesterday evening, we received a call regarding a sexual assault, and our officers responded out there, made contact with the victim, and then that's when they determined that sexual assault did occur. Fortunately, the victim was able to flee from the suspect. While our officers were on scene talking with the victim and investigating that first incident, they learned about a separate incident, and during that incident, the victim was also a victim of crime, and during that time, the suspect attempted to rape the victim, and our officers conducted follow-up investigation, and that's when they determined that it was the same suspect who was responsible for both crimes, and they conducted an extensive search of the area using a police helicopter, using additional officers. They did not locate the suspect, and that's when we notified our detectives and crime scene investigators and called them out. And then since that time, the detectives have taken the lead on the investigation.
I know that we definitely want to protect the victims. We want to protect their identity. Therefore, you guys are not giving us any information out there. But as far as, the first victims, you mentioned sexual assault. They were able to get away, I understand. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. What can you tell us about this suspect?
Well, most importantly, we have video of the suspect, and we quickly gathered that video and then shared it with our community because we want the community to have this information. We provided the information very quickly because we felt it was urgent to get that information out to the public. And the video shows the suspect, shows what he was wearing, shows what he looks like. We have a photo of the suspect as well, and then we also provided a photo of the area where both incidents occurred.
So the suspect, who can you tell us who took that video, how that picture was taken, how that video was taken?
So during these incidents, our priority is to make sure that we do not compromise the investigation or provide any information that could identify the victims. So at this point, we are not giving out how we have that video, but we are confident that that is a video of the suspect, and that's why we immediately made it a priority to share that with the community.
Is there any information you can give us on the victims?
We can provide that they are both female adults, and they were both obviously victims during these crimes.
And I was at the scene earlier. It is a very trafficked area. A lot of people, a lot of joggers, runners, cyclists. Some tips for people to stay safe out there? What would you say?
Well, number one, if you see anything suspicious and or if you see the suspect, please call us immediately. Number two, it's important to have a cell phone. So if you do have anything that you want to report or need to report, or if you have an emergency, having a cell phone, you would be able to do that very quickly and contact our police department. Number three, there's strength in numbers. So if you are out there and you have a friend or friends, that's always helpful because you have an extra person, not only for protection, but extra eyes and ears out there. And then number four, just always be alert and aware of your surroundings, who's around you, and be vigilant.
Perfect. You can go ahead and ask as well.
It's okay. You're rolling. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm doing a Facebook Live, but obviously that's fine if you want to ask.
I don't know what you're reading, so I'm not going to do it.
Go ahead. You're fine. All right. So anything else people need to know as far as this case?
Both cases are a priority for our police department, and we are committed to locating the suspect and arresting him. And our priority was to make sure that we provided this information very quickly to our community, because this suspect committed 2 crimes that are very serious, and we want to make sure that we locate and arrest him before there are any other potential victims in our city.
I noticed that the area was cordoned off this morning. Was there a specific reason for that? I mean, obviously this happened yesterday around 6, and but the investigation kind of, it was cordoned off this morning. Any reason why?
The reason for that is our investigators are committed to ensuring that they conduct a very thorough investigation, and part of that process is making sure that they analyze the scene and gather any potential evidence from both incidents. So that was our priority in maintaining the integrity of the scene.
Gotcha. That's part of the investigation. Vance, thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to share with the public?
I think we provided a lot, and I want the public to know that we are committed to making sure that we provide our community with updated information, and if we have any updates, we'll provide that.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so you just heard there from Vance, PIO from the Sacramento Police Department. This investigation is still ongoing. I just came back from the scene. Earlier this morning, like I said, it was cordoned off. It is now reopened. I was able to talk to many of the cyclists, runners, joggers, people who were at the scene. Many of them had no idea what had happened, so it was news to them. But again, yesterday around 6 o'clock in the evening, 2 women, one of them was sexually assaulted. The second one there was an attempted rape, and after authorities did an investigation, they realized that it was the same suspect they were looking for. And so since then, the area was closed off. They started the investigation. You just heard Vance talk about, they deployed the chopper because they started looking for this suspect. They deployed the chopper. Earlier today, when I was there, I noticed there was still police presence. There was officers on horseback just going around. So definitely this investigation is still ongoing. And if you check on my Facebook, the earlier post, there's a picture of what the suspect looks like. There was a picture of him just in his underwear, but authorities say he was also wearing jeans and was holding a green shirt. The description is on there for you guys to see. It is a very clear picture, so hopefully somebody will recognize him and call authorities immediately, because again, they're looking for him. 2 different cases, 2 separate investigations. First one, apparently it was a sexual assault. Second one was attempted rape. So that's the latest as far as this investigation goes. I'm gonna have more for you today later on at 5 and 6. Thank you so much for watching.